Hello again, and welcome to my Bite Size blog where I share bite size health tips and information that's easy to digest. Today, I wanted to talk about NET, Neuro Emotional Technique, and give you some practical examples of how this amazing technique can set people free from all sorts of health and emotional things that are holding them back. An example I wanted to give you today is of a lady that I had the pleasure of treating several weeks ago who had come in with post-traumatic stress syndrome. So she had PTSD from an incident that had happened approximately 3 years ago where she was attacked. And since this incident, she had been experiencing chronic shoulder pain where she'd been getting severe sort of stabbing pain in her shoulder ever since the incident. She'd also been experiencing numerous anxiety, social phobias, a whole range of emotional blocks that was just stopping her from moving forward from this very traumatic and distressing event. Now, we did NET, and within one session, the emotional charge from this traumatic event had been lifted. And by the end of her NET session, she no longer had that pain in her shoulder, which had been plaguing her for in excess of 3 years. She came back 2 weeks later and said she'd cancelled her surgery with her surgeon who was going to operate on that shoulder injury, and she no longer had the need for surgery. She was also feeling completely emotionally neutral to that traumatic event and that story, and it just set her free. Another example of how NET can help is working with children. And I work with a lot of children and they respond very well to the neuro-emotional technique. And I have an example of a 13-year-old boy who was really struggling with self-esteem issues and confidence. And I've worked with him on various things in the past and he responds really well. So he actually said that he needed to come in and see me for some NET. We released some of his self-worth, his confidence, some of his emotional blocks that were holding him back socially. After about 20 minutes of NET, he said to his mother he felt a difference and that it was like a reboot for his emotions. And he was able to go off to school. I think he had a school event where there was a sleepover involved. So he went through that situation without any problem at all. So NET uses a muscle reflex test to identify the subconscious emotional blocks that might be plaguing you. And we can tap into that using the muscle test. We can release the physical and emotional charge from your body, and it just is like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. So I encourage you, if you or anyone that you know is struggling emotionally, or if they're really plagued by anxiety and there are certain situations that trigger it, NET is an amazing technique that can set you free and really start helping you to live life to the full. So if you would like help with NET, we can see you in the clinic and we can do it online. It's very effective either way. So please give us a call if you would like help with this. We hope to see you soon and thank you for listening. Talk with you again. Bye-bye.